So hopefully this will, I think, yes. Oh, share sound and share. Okay. And there. Okay. First of all, can everybody see it?
We're good.
You're good? All right. Perfect. So welcome. As DG Ron said, this is our the third new members. You might see a few things repetitive, but I haven't kept track of people who've been around for all three. And I know I've got, I guess, I definitely know I have some new members, and I also have some more seasoned members. So so for the more seasoned, enjoy. Be a little recap for you. So what is, okay, so now is this going to work for me? Ah, there it is. Okay, perfect. So as new members, I'm sure you might be talking to people and saying, okay, so, oh, I've joined Rotary. And the question comes up, well, what's Rotary? And I wanted to bring this back in front of you, our vision statement as Rotary. It's a fairly new vision statement. It's been around, I'm going to say, 5-6 years. But what's really neat about this is that it's pretty simple. It's pretty easy to remember this idea that, wow, we're a group of people, we're professionals, we're community leaders, we're business people, or we're just people who are interested in seeing a better world. And together, so we unite, we take action to create lasting change. And we do this in our own backyards, in our communities, across the globe. And by doing that, we actually do it for ourselves as well. So a great thing a great sort of statement to have in your back pocket when people ask you about Rotary. Okay, and we have the 4-way test. But I'm going to try something here. Hopefully it'll work, because I can remember it now after this.
I threw away all my foods
Okay,
with
this is
vitamin
not
D
it.
to get rid of my osteoporosis. Here's
Just a
why.
minute
If
here.
you were struggling with osteo...
Okay.
Of the thing.
What's that? Are you seeing it?
No.
Okay, I was worried about that. Let's try this again.
Say
Oh.
or do.
Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Abba! In the beginning of creation,
Okay, so let me get rid of that and come back to, whoops.
Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build good? Will it better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all?
Okay, I can't get rid of this
When
now.
we pay it forward, it will be fair to all concerned. Will it build good? Will it better friendships? Will it be beneficial?
Sorry, guys. It worked today.
It was going great except for the black bar, but it was okay when it was at the top.
Okay, so I am now going, hopefully, to the presentation. Are you hearing the music?
We are, yes.
And there's
Okay,
3 black bars on your screen.
Okay, and I didn't want that to happen, so just to give me a second here. I think I got jinxed. I'm okay. Aha. Okay, now I think I can go back to my deck. Share. Okay. Is this better?
Still got the black bars.
I'm not sure what the black bars are. Let's page down and see if we get something different. How's this?
Nope, still there, Virginia.
Okay. I am going to
At the top.
Pardon?
The black bar is at the top now. It's okay.
Okay. Oh, so it's the black bar that's the problem. And it's at the bottom now?
Yeah, what is it?
Ignore it. I can't get rid of it. Okay. So let me, as long as you can see my slides, we're okay. So what I wanted to do is just do a quick, we have, everyone here belongs to a club. We all belong to a club. And there are roughly 1.2 million Rotarians in 35,000 clubs around the world. And clubs are grouped into districts that are the clubs close to each other, grouped into districts, and districts into zones. And that's actually just to sort of help us with exchange projects and sort of make coordination a little easier, particularly when we're going from country to country. Our district is District 7070. Here is a picture of our district. So we stretch from the east side, from Picton, to the west side. I guess Toronto West is our furthest west club, up to Alston in the north, and also Camelford and Stirling in the north. And you can see all these little bubbles are our clubs. We have a total of 56 Rotary clubs, and as of today, 1,857 Rotarians. And last time when I looked earlier today, we also have 9 Rotaract clubs. So every year on July 1st, we have new leaders. Clubs have a new president, although in some cases a president might repeat or repeat half of a year. Districts have a new district governor, and we have a new Rotary International president. Let's see if this will work. Not too badly. Okay, so this year, so even the RI president changes. So this year our RI president is Shekhar Mehta from India. Next year, as of July 1st, our Rotary president will be Jennifer Jones. And what's great about that is she's from Windsor, Windsor Roseland Club, so Ontario, our province and our country. What's even more astounding, interesting, I guess I shouldn't say astounding, is that Jennifer Jones will be the first female president of Rotary International. So it only took about 115 years. So, and does anyone have an idea why I say 115 even though we're 117 years old? If someone can tell me, let me know. I feel like I want to go back here for a second. Can everybody hear me? You're hearing me? Good.
Yep,
Good.
absolutely.
Yes.
Anybody got an idea why it's 115 years that it took us to get a female RI president instead of 117?
2 years of COVID.
No, good, interesting comment, but no. So all of our leaders follow a 3-year path. So it would have been 3 years ago that Jennifer would have been announced as the our incoming RI president for Rotary for the year 2022-23. And I'd love to drag that bar further down, but I'd be darned if I can do that. So I'm going to finish this up so I can get the other people on here. So in our own district, let's see if I can get this thing. I don't know why it's doing what it is.
Yes.
That was a cat.
There it goes.
Okay.
Sabotage.
So in our district governor changes, so as I introduced District Governor Ron Dick, who is our district governor for this year, and our incoming district governor is Joseph Siosa from the Rotary Club of Etobicoke. And I know Joseph is on the call, so he can wave.
You know that your current district governor is from Oshawa, not Whitby.
Oops. I knew there was something on that slide. It's been a rough week. What can I say? Our Rotary Foundation is actually our charitable arm for Rotary. So it is our charity. So we donate to it, and we're able to get to do projects because of that. The whole focus of the Rotary Foundation is to allow us, Rotarians, to promote world understanding, goodwill, and peace by improving people's health, supporting quality education, protecting the environment, and alleviating poverty. I think we have a fabulous rating. We're rated by Charity Navigator 4, which is the highest rating you can get. And the rating comes from actually using the money that people donate to us to do what we say we are going to do. And I have to put this little plug in because when we talk about vaccines and immunization, one of the key projects we do with the foundation is End Polio Now, and it just happens that April 24th to 30th is World Immunization Week. So interesting because of End Polio Now, but also because of COVID. So we are going to do, so enough listening to me and watching me fumble around with technology. What I want to do is send everybody out to breakout rooms and let you have some discussion about your experience so far. So what we want to do is your name, your club, how long you've been a member, when you joined, and please share a good experience you've had since you've joined Rotary. Is the first big question. The second big question is, what are you looking forward to in your Rotary Club? Bob, if you could put people in the 4 breakout rooms, that would be great. And I would like to have Jim Ludit in one room, Susan Davidson in another room, Joan Barrett in a third room, and Courtney in the 4th, if you could. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. Okay. Any minute now, you'll get sent to your rooms.
Okay, I think we're ready, so there you go.
Okay.
I think some people got kicked back to.
Okay, just hang on, Jim. Okay, try it again when it comes up. Okay. Done, 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 done.
Yeah, Bob, I'm going to go. Ron was in the same room as me, and I had sort of said to Virginia, I'd facilitate if necessary, but he is going to take over the group because we have our DAC meeting right now. So I'm going to it. Bob, could you hear me? Oh.
Yeah, the kids had a bike ramp. They had all sorts of scraps of wood out. They were building, trying to get it higher and higher.
So Joseph, you can add whatever comments you want to round out our conversation in your report.
Guys, bear with me. My memory is not the best, but I met in our group. We met a lot of great fellows. Our governor Ron Dick. He one thing that he likes a lot is the Service International projects, and he's done a lot of work on that.
Well, everybody should be back, Virginia.
Sure. We have Jim Millington, who's been in Rotary longer than I've been born, and he's been a big impact in Rotary. We also have two new members, Donald Iboki, who would have joined Rotary 17 years ago, but he's happy to have joined now. And we also have Craig Hutchinson, who's joined Rotary about a month ago and is very involved and committed to Rotary. I hope I got everything in a nutshell. Thank you guys for your time.
Okay, Joseph, you're a keeper.
Yeah.
Okay, how many rooms? Did we have 4 rooms? Sorry. Did we have the 4 rooms? Am I being heard?
Yes.
We
I
can
was in
hear
room-
you.
I was
You
in
just
room
heard from
2.
our room. Yep.
Okay, great. So the next room, room 2?
Room 2. That was my room, Virginia. And I think we got the record for the newest Rotarian was 1 day. But Sharon agreed to take the notes. So Sharon, let me pass it to you, and you can tell us what happened.
All right. So there was 5 of us in our group. Our newest Rotarian, Anupa, it was 1 day, so she's the newest. She's with the North York Club, and she joined Rotary because she wanted to get involved in the community, and she found Rotary by accident. And then our next Rotarian, Sarah, she's been almost a Rotarian for almost 2 months, so she's pretty new. And she's with the Toronto Eglinton Club, and she's a person of action. And so she wanted to serve, and she found the memory tree that they had over there, and she found Rotary, and so that's how she joined. We had our district governor elect Joseph, and so learned a few things from him. He started with the Forest Hill Club, where he received the Paul Harris Award. And then he moved to the Rotary Club of Etobicoke. And he joined Rotary because he had wanted to give something back to the community. And he had a friend who said, I've got the perfect place for you to utilize all that energy and experience. When we got to Jim, we sort of ran out of time. So what I got was that he sort of started out in Lima, Peru, but I didn't catch which club he ended up joining here in Canada. So maybe he could, say a few words about himself.
Thanks, Sharon. Well, very quickly, I started with Rotary in 2005. I was living and working in Lima, Peru, and I was one of the founding members of a brand new club called Lima Sunrise. So it's the last part of my time there, my last 2 years in Lima. So when I came to Toronto in 2007, I looked for some clubs and I ended up joining Toronto Sunrise. So I've been with Toronto Sunrise since 2007.
Oh, thank you, Jim.
Okay. So we have a third room. Or I can go for the 4th room.
I was in the 3rd room.
Okay, Joan, go for it.
Okay, well, we had 5 people, and we had 1 person who has not yet joined a club, but is planning to. And then we had a 4-year person, a 6 to 7 years, a 12 years, and a 2 years. So we had a really nice mix of people. So that was really, really exciting. I think a lot of the good experience can be summed up by friendship and service. Focus on being in a good atmosphere to get out and do stuff in the community. They want to be community activists for the most part, and looking forward to a meal in person. There's a few have had one and most haven't. And just being able to roll up your sleeves and do stuff, because a lot of clubs haven't done as much during COVID, and looking forward to joint Rotary Club projects. Getting together and doing projects was another one that was cited as a strong thing they wanted to do. And just visiting other clubs as COVID hopefully relaxes. Although from the school today, I'm telling you, it is not relaxing. We had 7 teachers and a principal in one school. So, I don't know if that's going to work, but we look forward to doing that. And I think, and And a lot of people did talk about the friendship of Rotary and the networking that can be involved. I hope I
Okay.
captured everything.
Thank you. I'm going to ask if people can send me notes after so I can send them back to everyone. So we were in room 4, and what was really interesting about our room, we had 5 people, and the 4 other people in the room had all joined Rotary, I would say within the last year, all during, so that their only experience with their Rotary clubs is during COVID. So they're looking forward to being in person. I think Suzanne from Scarborough Club is looking forward to the cleanup day because it'll be the first time she'll be seeing a lot of people in person. And I think so for everyone, it seemed to be involvement in the community. And what's particularly interesting is for some people, and I've got to say, I guess for Julie in Campbellford and for, let me see, well, Michael in Etobicoke is definitely looking to be involved in the community. And for all of these people, they saw they saw the clubs doing something, even though it was in the middle of COVID. So, but they really are looking forward to doing some projects, hands-on projects in the community. So I probably bollocks that, but anyway, there we go. And so thank you, everybody. I hope you got to exchange some experiences and find out some other things that Rotary has to offer. So what I want to do is I want to turn it over to, let me see, let me share my screen for 1 second. I got to find the right slide. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go, oh, here, this is what I wanted. And I've got these stupid little black lines again. Okay, so you heard a bit about Rotary, exchanged some ideas, and here are some other ways that you can learn more. Tuesday talks typically happen the second Tuesday of every month. I think we have 2 left. There's one next Tuesday. And it is on
Human trafficking.
Thank you. I looked it up. I knew I'd forget. And it's being presented by 2 detectives from the Coburg area. There's my Rotary. If you want to know how to get on it, contact me later. But particularly the Learning Center, because there's lots of little like 15-minute sessions there where you can learn quite a bit about Rotary. We have a district conference. We have one every year. This year it's back in person again, and there's an international RI convention. So with that, I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to give the floor to District Governor Ron to tell us about the district conference that's coming up.
Thanks, Virginia. I trust you can all see my screen now. And I'll move you all up to the top so I can see it too. We've got a really big show for you, May 13th, 14th, and 15th here in Oshawa at the Courtyard Marriott Hotel and Town Suites. Now, actually, what I should do is I should talk about this first. If you come in early on Friday, we've got a golf day set up starting at 1 o'clock. If you want to golf, come on in. It's right across the road from the hotel. You don't need a car. You can just walk across the road. You just need to book your time with Grant Desjardins, and his email address is here. So if it's just you that wants to golf, or 2 of you, or a foursome or whatever, we'll figure it out. The other thing that we've got 2 other things going on Friday afternoon. One are complimentary tours of Parkwood Estate. Parkwood Estate is a National Historic Site. It's the original home of Colonel McLaughlin, who launched GM Canada. But we do have to go in 10 at a time because of the size constrictions. So if you do want to take the tour, again, please just email Grant Desjardins. If you've seen Parkwood before, you probably want to see it again because they've done some major restorative work to the greenhouses and the areas in the back. It's an amazing spot. We haven't got it on this communication, but we're also going to provide tours of the Canadian Automobile Museum. And if you haven't been in there, that's also a real treat. And we'll be getting that information out later this week. Friday evening, it's a tradition with our district conferences where we do a Friday evening reception, and we're going to do Oshawa in Bloom is going to be our theme from 6 to 9 o'clock with various food stations and beverages. And then we have our hospitality suites, and we're really fortunate to have 4 different suites this year. The Rotary Club of Toronto, the Coburg Rotary Club, the Etobicoke Rotary Club, and the Bowmanville, Oshawa, and Oshawa Parkwood are going to get together along with Curtis to put on another of the hospitality suites. And there's going to be unique foods and unique beverages in each one of these spots. So you don't have to book ahead. You just have to show up and take it in. So there's that. The main program starting on Saturday morning, we got Dr. Peter Uni that many of you would recognize from CP24 and probably in the newspaper again today, who's going to be in to talk about sort of the future of where we're going. Dr. Peter Uni, of course, has resigned his position with the Ontario Science Table, but he is going to be with us before he flies off to Oxford for his tenureship. We also have Jennifer Wright, Director of Communications, GM Canada, to talk about the electric cars and the other environmental programs that GM Canada operates. We got some great programs. I'm just going to flip down to it first. On Saturday afternoon with our breakout sessions, Kirk Johnson, an environmental consultant, Dr. Nikita Singhal on resilience and dealing with anorexia all her life. Martin Franson on fraud protection. He's one of our detectives with the Durham Regional Police to talk about cyber and seniors fraud protection, something we all need to hear a lot about. And then we also have the Wash Rag Group, led by past District Governor Ron Denham, Steve Rutledge, Richard Mawhinney, Jean-Claude, and Neil Lambetti, and all the great water and sanitation projects we run in our district. So if you come for our district conference, you get all your meals, you get all these speakers. We got the Sedimentalists coming in on Saturday night, which is a great international class act for our gala dinner. And after that, we got the duo, for those of you that still want to kick up your heels and do a little dancing. On Sunday, we got Dr. Dawn Lavelle Harvard, an Indigenous leader that teaches and leads out of Trent University. Todd Simcover, autism self-advocate, and Farida Nexad, who's a displaced Afghan journalist who got out just before the Taliban. And she still runs one of the Afghan news agencies out of Carleton University. So for $2.99, this is a great deal when it includes all your meals. When I've seen speaker layouts like this with my other industry organizations, it's usually over $1,000. So we'd love to have you come down to Oshawa, May 13th, 14th, and 15th. Take in the fellowship with your fellow Rotarians and get back to an in-person meeting. We're going to be as safe as everything allows us to be. We're going to do a questionnaire, a COVID questionnaire when you come in to make sure that that's covered off. We're going to have rapid tests for you to use if you feel you need to. We're going to have face masks. We're going to have hand sanitizer hanging from the ceiling on every table and outside every door. We're going to have grab bags that will have all of these things in them for you. Of course, that's all subject to change depending on whatever the government comes up with in terms of new rules. But we're going to take every step we can to make every Rotarian that's there as safe as we possibly can, and allow you to have a great in-person meeting of a fellowship. So there I go. Was that less than 5 minutes?
You were pretty close. And we have a question from Lynn Wallace. Lynn.
Thank you. Ron, I have to ask a question that's based on my business. I am a human resources consultant who does extensive work within the healthcare community. And in my contracts, I have to sign that I will not willingly or knowingly, let me rephrase that, not willingly participate in any mass group events where they can't prove that everybody is vaccinated. When you mention that you're going to have a questionnaire, can you tell me that everybody who attends your conference will be vaccinated?
No, I cannot.
Then very sadly, I am not able to attend because of the contracts I've signed. And I
No.
would love to be there.
No, I understand that. And it's really a contentious issue in terms of the risk to vaccinated people versus unvaccinated people. And we're looking to Dr. Peter Duni to give us some direction on that. We did talk to him last week. He is going to attend and feels that it's safe for him to attend. We're going to talk to him again this week, and we are going to be tracking it as we go through to the conference itself. So at this time, I can't make a comment on that. Having said that, there's a good chance we'll be changing that comment as we get up to May 13th, and we'll be looking for what is the best avenue for us to put protections in place to make sure all our members are safe. And vaccination itself is not enough just to be safe. There's the other protocols that we have to have in place for transmission. And we're certainly looking at that in terms of, do we need to have a face mask? Do we need to be socially distanced? Do we have the hand sanitizer in place? The hotel is certainly going to be doing their job in terms of that. But the vaccination part is not something that I can comment on at this time.
Thank you for that candid response. But I have to say that in our breakout sessions, I think Joan mentioned how many teachers were out of school today because they have COVID. And many schools closed today because they didn't have enough teachers to teach. We need to pay very serious attention to the uptake.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And we're watching it day by day. The issue that I have is when you ask me for a policy, it almost changes by the hour, never mind the day. So I just want you all to know that we are paying attention and that we are going to have a questionnaire. We are going to have the rapid test kits available. We're going to have the face masks available. We're going to have the hand sanitizer available, and we will bolt into place everything that we're required to do and everything that we need to do to make sure our Rotarians are safe.
Thank you, Ron. And I just want to say I commend you for the extraordinary program of speakers you put together. It's a tragedy that this is impacting.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay, I am going to, Joseph, I'm going to leave you to the end. And if I can get my, unless of course my technology really goes kafooey. So let me do this, let me share. I'm going to quickly go through, skip a few. Okay, so here's an event that I really did want you all to know about, and I'll get that, before the next time I do a presentation, I'm going to figure out how to get rid of that bar because I don't know why it's decided to show up. I've never seen it before.
Not there on mine.
Pardon?
Can't see it anymore.
It's gone. It's gone.
Okay.
It was a
Great.
cat.
Somebody got rid of it. Okay, so so Jennifer Jones, her first tour, her first travel will be across Canada, since that is her home country, and she is going to spend July 5th in our area. Now, she's actually going to, she's actually here to speak to not only 7070, but we have three other districts around us, 7010, which stretches up to Barrie and north, 7080 and 7090. Now, I won't get all that geography right, so I'm not even going to try. But what we do have is we have an opportunity to meet Jennifer Jones in person. I've also included her theme, which is Imagine Rotary. Every year you see a theme, and this year was the globe in the hand. And I just wanted to give you a little example of, well, hopefully, this is in the planning stages, but in the morning, the event will be a mini cleanup. watershed cleanup, but probably around the Humber River. And the afternoon event is meal packing, and it will be at Humber College, we believe, Joseph? Yes. And the evening event will be a Rotary barbecue, and hopefully at the Toronto Botanical Gardens. Or, because we know people can't, some people won't want to come into Toronto, and we're talking about 4 districts, we're encouraging clubs or Rotarians to have a backyard barbecue. And, you know, partially we'd like to use this as a kickoff to help raise money for the Rotary Foundation. Or whatever local issue event that you want to support, that's fine as well. We will have more details out about all of these, but if anybody is interested in helping out, let me know, because I'm looking for volunteers as well, as are the cleanup crew and the packing crew. So let us know if you're interested. And let me see, I think that might be it for me. You got 30 seconds, Joseph. Well, maybe a minute.
Okay. Well, thank you, Virginia. So after the district conference, which is the most important thing or event in the district, the most important event for Rotary as a whole is the International Convention. Now, the convention moves around the world at different places. This year is going to be in Houston, Texas. The year before, I think the last time we had it in person was in Germany, in Berlin. And I think the year after, next year, will be in Melbourne, Australia, if I'm not mistaken. So it's between 4th and 8th of June in Texas. I am going to put a link in there so you can learn more about it. Let me just put this link in the chat, and you can learn what's happening. There's tremendous speakers that come out there. It's people you kind of only read about. You never really meet them in person. So come on out, one. The other thing is you get to see the size of, you really get to see the size of Rotary and what Rotary does in the world. When you go to that friendship room and you get to see all the different projects people are doing, you get to see the marketplace. You stand back and you realize how large and what impact we have worldwide. And because we're members of being a member of the Rotary Club here, you can go to any club in the world and sit in at their meetings. And so can they. But this is where you get to meet everybody in the room. And they come people from all over the world. There's 30, 40,000 people that come there. It's just an amazing opportunity to meet our Rotarians and really see the work that we do. And that's all for me. I put the link in the chat. Please have a look. And sign up soon if you'd like to go. I know, I guess Ron and I are going. And I know somebody else, I think, Virginia, you're going too, right?
Nope.
Nope.
Sorry.
Okay.
No.
Or Jim is going then.
Yeah, I'm going, Joseph.
Yeah. So
I
you'll
think,
have, sorry, go ahead.
no, finish your.
I was going to say, so you have some friends already there that you know from here. So come on out.
So if not, and even if you don't go this year, we wanted to just let you know that every year we have an international convention, and in 2018 it was here in Toronto. And as Joseph said, it's a great way to just see the whole world of Rotary and also to learn some things. And the same with or not the same, but with our district conference, it's a way to learn about different issues, to meet Rotarians in our district we haven't met before. And they're all ways of sort of energizing yourself and learning more about Rotary. So I am just going to say, any questions?
Virginia?
Yes, sir.
A quick one. Well, maybe 2 comments. Joseph mentioned next year it's going to be in Melbourne. The year after that, it's going to be in Singapore. But the big one, the year after that, it's going to be in Calgary, Alberta.
Woohoo! All right.
So it's not that far away to get there. And my question is for Joseph. Are you putting together a list, or did you, Ron, putting together a list of people from 7070 that are heading to Houston?
Yes, I think we're working on a list to see if we can have an evening together. Maybe a meal one night or an outing. So we're looking at that. The zone already has one as well, so I'm not sure if you signed up for that.
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
Yeah, I always do the zone.
Okay.
So so what they're talking about is typically, even though, we see each other here in District 7070, when you go to an international convention, you keep bumping into your own Rotarians, but also there are usually a couple of get-togethers among for clubs that are close by, districts that are close by, and zones. Remember that slide earlier on that I said districts are grouped into zones, so you get to meet people not just from our own district, but from all around the world. So, any other questions? No? Okay, I would like to thank you, Bob, for your techie work. Thank you very much to our facilitators, even the ones who jumped in at the last minute. Thanks very much. I apologize for my technical ineptness tonight, but thank you for hanging in there. And I hope you found out some new things about Rotary. And I look forward to seeing you in person, hopefully sooner rather than later.
I think so.
So,
Virginia, Jim asked if you can bring your spouse, and Jim, you can bring your spouse at both at the district conference and the convention. You're welcome to bring your spouse at either, or both of them.
What's the registration fee for the spouse? Can you give me a quick heads up on that?
For which one?
The registration fee for the conference, for the Oshawa conference,
let Ron.
Yeah, it's the same as the Rotarian.
Okay.
Because the
Cool. Yeah,
the 80% of the cost is the cost of the meals.
Yep.
Yep.
Good. Thank you.
Yeah.
If you're staying overnight, you already have a room, so
Yep.
she won't pay for that.
And I will try to put you back in your Oshawa club, DG Ron, before.
And Jim, Kathy and I are going, and we plan to drive back and forth from Oshawa because it's just right at Harmony Road is where the hotel is.
Oh, really? Yeah. I think I'm not sure if I have a room or not. I'll have to double check. I know I'm registered. So.
Okay.
So, thank you everybody for coming out this evening. And any questions, send them my way. I'm happy to answer, field them. And if you have to figure out, if you need to know how to
May
get,
13th.
if you want to know how to get into my Rotary, if you're not already registered, let me know. Okay? Thank you, everybody. Have
Good
a
night.
great rest of the evening.
Have a good night.
Thank
Thank you very
you.
much.